First story of the day is about my buddy, baseball Mitt Romney. And when I say my buddy, I've never met the guy. I don't know him. Never voted for him. And honestly, not a huge fan. I'm not a baseball player. I say I got Trump thumbs. I don't need a baseball Mitt Romney. Jokes aside, he's back in the press because he did a Washington Post op-ed, as everyone does. They run to the New York Times and the Washington Post. And then those two news sources claim that they're not deep state and that they're totally unbiased, just doing their job against Trump. Yeah, of course, you got the Bushes, you got the you got the Clintons, you got the Romneys, you got the McCains, you got the whole political family, you got the whole two wings of the bird there. And Mitt Romney jumped back out after basically using Trump to help win Utah. I thought that was all sketchy to begin with. He's like, hey, I'm in Utah now. And I'm like, what are you doing in Utah? I don't live in Utah, but I wouldn't have voted for the guy. Anyway, as soon as he wins his seat, like politicians and slithery snakes do, he did I didn't even read the op-ed. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have time for bad writing like that. But he wrote a whole op-ed on why he thinks Trump's not a class guy, blah blah blah. And then he went on CNN to do what they do on CNN, which is say why they think Trump's not great. But I don't trust any of them. I don't trust Mitt Romney. I don't trust CNN, and it's not because they critique Trump. It's not because they, have better solutions than Trump. It's because I already know the dozens of things that Trump does good all the time. I mean, every single day he'll tweet 10 times, at least like 5 of them, if not all of them. They make perfect, complete sense to me. I know what he's talking about. I know what he's saying. He's spot on. No one said it before. No Republicans were talking about it. No Democrats were talking about it. I get it. So if you want me to buy into your anti-Trump stuff, you gotta explain what he's doing good first, I think, and really be like, I get that he's doing this. I get that he's ending the war in Syria. I get that he didn't turn Libya into an open-air slave market. I get that unemployment's at an all-time low. I get that he's doing prison reform. I get that he has better relations with Kim Jong-un in North Korea. I get that he renegotiated a whole new deal in North America. I get that he's lowering gas prices. I get that he's doing this. I get that he lowered taxes. You got to tell me all these things, because if you don't say any of them, then it's like, okay, I get it. You don't care that there's open-air slave markets in Libya. You, prioritize all these other things. You don't care about regime change, war in Syria. You don't care about unemployment or jobs or taxes or, prison reform, which is fine. But those are all the things that not only I care about and a lot of people on the right care about, but also people on the left. Prison reform is more of a left-wing thing. Trump's doing it. So first off, none of these people ever compliment Trump. They never point out the good. They never butter you up and say, we know. They just go straight for the jugular because they're slithery baseball mitts. Second of all, Mitt Romney is a loser. I don't mean that as I'm not a kid on the playground making fun of someone. You're a loser. I mean, clearly the guy's got more money. He's probably much more well off than I am, has a family and such. I'm just saying he's a loser, by the dictionary definition, going Webster's. He lost the election to Barack Obama. He lost the second one, where Obama was a lot more vulnerable and weak, and Romney was super, how much attention Trump garnered and how much, buzz that Trump garnered, Mitt Romney garnered none. I remember being younger. I don't know that I voted, but it's baseball Mitt Romney. I get it. He's the dad who never hangs out with the family and is all about money and doesn't really have a strong tone and doesn't really have any spice to him. Trump has spice. The dude is a spicy tamale. Obama had some spice. You know what I'm saying? Obama in that mix, spicy guy. He had something to him. George Bush had a little Texas spice. You know what I'm saying? He's couldn't pronounce words. His dad was, George Bush Sr. It's all right, he's got a little bit of spice. Bill Clinton had spice. He's look, I played the sax on Bill Clinton. And then you're all right, Bill Clinton's got some spice. You notice a pattern. You need a little oomph to win presidency. And Mitt doesn't have the sauce, So he's it's like telling somebody how to make pasta, but they don't have the sauce. It's no matter how much you tell me how to make linguine, you don't have the sauce, Mitt Romney. So none of your op-ed matters or your CNN little do. We get it. You don't like Trump. I wouldn't like Trump if I was you either. I would not understand it. I'd probably be jealous. I'd be envious. I'd be, I'd be like, why did he win and I didn't win? I've spent my whole life sucking out money from corporations and lobbyists, and I've spent 30 years sucking up to these people. I've literally gotten on my knees and worshipped these corporations, and Trump just comes in talking trash, and he wins. Why didn't I win? I've taken $20 million from the pharmacy lobby. What the hey? No, I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I don't know if he really took 20 million, but anyway, he doesn't have the sauce. Who cares what he thinks or says? And also, the media is so goofy. It's almost funny. You gotta laugh at it. They think they're making Trump look bad by being like, look, we got McCain and Romney and Harry Reid. I'm like, who the heck is Harry Reid? I gotta get out a history book to figure out who that guy is. It's like, who are these people? Like, it's not impressive to anybody. It's not impressive. Like, oh, you got Mitt Romney on your side now? Oh, whoa. Like, let me throw in the towel for Trump. It's, election over, guys. Let's roll in 2020. Mitt Romney's working with CNN and Washington Post now. Oh, no, that really, man, that took a chunk out of the right-wing Trump movement. No one cares. This is exactly why Trump won, because we figured out, and a lot of millions of Democrats, millions of lifelong liberals, millions of Bernie Sanders supporters was like, you know what? Trump's the lesser of two evil. And it turned out that Trump was 20 times better than a lot of us even. They're like, he's not going to end the regime change war. He did it. He's not going to do that. He did it. He's not going to do prison reform. He did it. He's doing it. He is the lesser of two evils. He's not part of that same bird that we were sick of. We get it. Bush, Obama, the same war agenda trails on. And we caught on to it. And we didn't want Mitt Romney. We didn't want baseball Mitt Romney. That's his brother. We didn't want John McCain, no offense. We wanted someone different outside of the Republican establishment. And Trump, I say, even if you dislike Trump at this point, why even play yourself? Like he said, Happy New Year's to the haters and the fake news media, man. But all jokes aside, he's shaking it up like a snow globe, and then you start to see all the dust settle. You start to see everyone settle. So even if you don't like Trump, you have to appreciate the fact that he shook up the Republican Party, he shook up the Democratic Party, and now you see exactly who's who. You know who Mitt Romney is, who, by the way, helped orchestrate Obamacare, which is one of the biggest socialist, communist government scams ever that I've seen in my lifetime, and it sucked the middle class dry in many ways. I'm sure it's helped some people, not to exaggerate. I didn't like it. Millions of people didn't as well. Individual mandate, financial slavery. But Romney did that. How could a right-wing person help orchestrate Obamacare? It's because they're not really right-wing. Just like a lot of Democrats are not really liberal. Like, none of the things they're doing is actually liberal. So baseball Mitt Romney, another media fail. It's like they're taking like the 10th man on the basketball team. Like, see, we're gonna beat your starting lineup now. We never wanted Mitt Romney. I don't think anybody ever really cared about him. So you could have him, CNN. It's like Dave Chappelle's racial draft. We, the Trump delegation, give you Mitt Romney in exchange for a glass of water. I'll take anything over Mitt Romney. Nobody on the right really wants him. Second story of the day is about